Hey you guys, this is the Retro Flora podcast. I'm Brenda.
And I'm Charmy, and we're just two crazy sisters with an opinion and a channel.
If you like true crime, conspiracies, and supernatural shit, then this is your channel. Alright you guys, we're coming to you today with a creepypasta / supernatural / paranormal.
Freaky fettuccine.
No, this girl and her freaky fettuccine, whatever. Matter of fact, for Halloween, we're just gonna have spooky Italian themed.
Yes, we should.
Alright you guys, today we're gonna talk about, drumroll please, Slenderman. So today we're gonna talk about Slenderman, and before you even come for me, yes, I know that the guy who created Slenderman said he is not real, but guess what? There are fans out here who have made him real. So
yeah,
we're gonna go ahead and jump into the origin of Slenderman, his abilities, and the theories on how he came into existence.
Besides the man who created him.
Yeah, besides the man. And we'll even get into the inspiration of Slenderman. You guys, I'm not gonna lie, when I first heard about Slenderman, I was terrified. My little cousin told me to watch this documentary, and I did, and I literally thought Slenderman was real.
Oh my god.
And then I found out he's a creepypasta, and I was like, so then what was this documentary about? They just have people just come and be like, yeah,
I saw him. Wink, wink.
Wink, wink. Write my check. Wink, wink.
But also, I feel like if Slenderman was real and he saw all the video games about him, I feel like he'd be mad. Like, where my cut at? Where my money at? You got all this stuff about me. I ain't getting nothing from it.
Yeah, I remember when a Slenderman game came out, and it would be like, beware the Slenderman and all the stuff.
Oh, yeah, they collect the notes.
Mm-hmm.
And each note, it was like he kept getting closer and closer to you.
Oh my god, that game used to scare the crap out of me.
Yes, the worst part was going inside the building because it's like you don't know if he's behind the corner or not.
Right, he just appeared out of nowhere, and you hear the music.
Yes,
oh my god, ugh, I hated it. All right, I guess let's just hop right in.
Let's get into it.
Slenderman, or the Tall Man, aka Slendy. Yeah, don't come for me. That's literally one of his AKAs. Okay.
Slendy
is a fictional creepypasta character. He was created June 8th, 2009 by Eric Knudsen, aka Victor Surge, a user on the Something Awful internet forum. Victor created Slenderman for an online Photoshop contest. The competition asked people to manipulate ordinary photos into scary paranormal pictures that could pass as authentic. Eric entered 2 black and white photographs of a group of children on a playground with Slenderman in the background. And he captioned the first photo, "We didn't want to go. We didn't want to kill them. But its persistent silence and outstretched arms horrified and comforted us at the same time. 1983, photographer unknown, presumed dead." Yeah.
What?
That was the caption underneath that picture that just popped up. That was his first picture. Now his second picture, as you see, this is the caption for it. "One of 2 recovered photographs from Sterling City Library blaze. Notable for being taken the day which 14 children vanished, and for what is referred to as the Slender Man. Deformities cited as film defects by officials. Fire at the library occurred 1 week later. Actual photograph confiscated as evidence. 1986, photographer Mary Thomas, missing since June 13th, 1986.
That's a very long caption.
Right. Well, basically the caption is saying this was a photo taken before 14 children went missing and before the library got set on fire.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck is she saying?
Yeah, I read that caption 3 times, huh? Also, he won the contest.
You know what? These pictures are very believable for the time period.
Yeah, this is 2009, so
Photoshop was just, I don't know, it was brand new. But it was just coming out.
Yeah, it was. Literally in 2009, I'm over here reading code for my MySpace page, and he's over here photoshopping stuff. Eric said he was inspired by H.P. Lovecraft, Stephen King's short stories, The Tall Man from Phantasm, surreal imaging of William S. Burroughs, and a couple games of the survival horror genre, Silent Hill and Resident Evil.
I do love Silent Hill.
I love both of them, so I'm not even gonna have
I love that movie.
Yeah, me too.
I remember as a child watching it, I was scared.
Terrified of both.
Now I watch it, I'm like, oh my god, memories, childhood.
Right. Oh, nostalgia, yay.
Death, murder, childhood.
No, that scene on Resident Evil that always scared me was that scene when they were in that room that like the laser was in and they couldn't get out.
Yes.
Oh, I hated that.
But I feel like if you went to way back, there was like a section where the lasers didn't hit. So if he just went all the way back, he probably could have survived that.
Girl, bye. That girl would have just flooded it with poison gas. She'd be like, you know what? This is not fun. You're dying. So what does Slenderman look like? Well, I'm sure most of you guys know what Slenderman is, but I'm going to describe him anyway. Slenderman is 6 to 15 feet. Yes, he can stretch. He is a faceless, pale creature who wears a black business suit. Some say his suit is a form of skin that molded to take on the appearance of cloth, which is creepy because it implies he is an intelligent being attempting to blend in. It's believed that he like exists on the 4th dimensional plane or something.
This is some like Sims shit right here in that one episode when he went to like different planes.
You guys, if you hear like screaming in the background, I swear it's like my niece screaming. It's nothing sinister.
Just enjoy the cute little baby noises.
Right, as we talk about Slenderman. He appears in abandoned places, seldom used places, deep woods, and playgrounds. He behaves in a somewhat passive-aggressive manner, often stalking his victims for years at a time before attacking. He tortures his victims mentally over periods of time, using fear and paranoia to drive them crazy. After stalking his victims, he impales them on trees and removes their organs.
The hell? What is he? Dracula?
Girl, when I read that, I was like, you guys like literally could have said any other thing, and that's what she chose to say, that he impales people on trees. No one knows what his reasoning behind his tactics are or how he chooses his victims. He can cause interference with audio and visual recording devices. You can determine if Slenderman is near by how the electronic acts.
Is that why in the game was like,
yeah, I think so. So, yeah.
Okay. I just thought it was just aesthetic that they were doing.
Nah, he messing with the visuals and audio. Okay, you guys, I know you guys made him up, but why'd you guys give him so many, like, abilities?
I know, he's just a picture!
Right, and you just made him the creepiest thing on the planet. Slenderman can sometimes possess his victims. Yeah, he can control a person's mind. He can vanish and appear anywhere, aka slender walking. And he
well, isn't that just teleporting?
Girl, it's called slender walking, okay? Don't come for me.
Just teleportation.
Okay, he can take his victims with him, okay? So that's why they call it slender walking. I'm just kidding.
God, just
look, it
I'm
sounds
pretty sure Nightcrawler can take his victims. It's called teleporting.
Okay, but it sounds more creepier if you call it slender walking.
Oh my god.
He has selective invisibility and can change his height and body shape. He can shape his arms into tentacles or sprout tentacle-like appendages from his back or shoulder. When stalking his adult victims, Slenderman can cause an illness known as slender sickness, which is massive paranoia, nosebleeds, nightmares, and hallucinations.
I just love the slender this, and slender walking, and slender paranoia, slender.
With children, Slenderman is friendly, trying to gain their trust.
Want some Splenda with that?
Very splendid.
Yes.
You like our corny puns now? Okay.
I just love how creative these people are based on one picture. Like, they made this whole ideology around him with just one picture. Actually, I guess two.
Literally, when I was reading...
But it's, like, so creative. It's, like, so fun.
When I was reading this, I was just like, oh my god, he can do this. Oh my god, he can do this. Oh my god. It's just like every time he could just do it. I was like, are you God? What the heck? Okay, so I know you guys are wondering, like, okay, so great, you just told us all this stuff, but how is he existing from a cartoon picture? I mean, Photoshop picture.
Because people are imaginative.
Well, I'm gonna get into these theories, these lovely theories that you guys have made to make Slenderman real. So, theory number 1 is the Talpa effect, which is a thought form or being created from collective thoughts of separate individuals. So basically, people just like, Slenderman's real, like separate individuals around the world saying that. And they manifest Slenderman, yes. Talpa is theoretical and originates from the Tibetan Buddhism mythology. Talpas are described as extra bodies that were created from one person's mind in order to travel to spiritual realms.
What?
Yeah, so that's how he came to exist. Everybody was just manifesting him. Thank you guys. You created him. I'm mad.
Why does this remind me of the demon from Sinister?
Yeah, I didn't watch that movie. I'm too scared.
I love that movie. It's another movie. A great movie, y'all. Y'all should watch it.
Don't watch that. The egregore theory is an occult concept representing a non-physical entity that arises from the collective thoughts of a distinct group of people. So basically it's like the Talpa, but instead of it just being random individuals, it's a group of people that come and manifest him.
Like summoning him, like, you know, in like those like demon movies, like
I don't really think it's like that. I think it's more like we think Slenderman's real, Slenderman is real, and everybody just saying that. And
okay.
Yeah, no, I don't think they're chanting and summoning. No. Historically, the concept referred to angelic beings or watchers and the specific rituals and practices associated with them, namely within the Enochian traditions.
I don't know what that is. Enochian.
It's a group of indigenous people.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, so that's where that came from. Yeah, it was basically just people just were like, let's just manifest him. Like, I'm not sure why you would want to manifest him.
Yeah.
But thanks for that.
I don't know, that reminds me of that Big Bang episode when they're trying to test the theory of why people gossip and the importance of gossiping and telling lies and see how fast it grows.
Yeah, whatever, man. These people made Slenderman real. Okay.
Well, that's like basically like, it's just like hearsay until like people just believe it because everyone's talking about it.
No, they manifested him. I don't care what anybody says. I'm just kidding. The core theory. It's a theory proposed by Robert of White Elephants.
White elephants. This reminds me of purple elephants from Dumbo.
The core theory focuses largely around the Tulpa effect and was a key in establishing the belief that Slenderman could be defeated or even killed. So basically they believe like he was manifested, but he can be killed or defeated.
By...
Girl, I don't know.
Oh my god.
I guess I should look it up, huh? Let me look up how to defeat Slenderman. Give us a second.
Okay,
I've seen like multiple ways. Like one way is saying like using heat or like the temperature, and then one says to use the Tulpa effect and be like, this is how we kill Slenderman, and then a whole bunch of you guys think that, and then
so if you like manifest like
your way
how
of
to
killing
kill him,
yeah,
that's how you
then,
kill
and then
him.
everybody is doing that, then you can kill him.
That's actually interesting.
Yeah. So I also in the video it said that if y'all keep thinking Slenderman's real, he's gonna be real. So stop it. Stop it now. All right. So let's get into this last theory. You guys, I'm not gonna lie. This last theory, I literally sat here for like 10 minutes just staring at this article because I was like, what? It is the quantum theory. I don't know anything about quantum physics, okay?
Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantum Mania!
I literally sat there and tried to read and listen to videos on quantum physics, and I was just like, no. So, anyway, it is basically, Slenderman is a physical substratum, not a thought form, whose existence and powers are in part rely on physics and understandable science. Yeah, so I looked at the word.
So he's real.
Yeah, so I looked at the word substratum, and it means foundation or basis of something. So I guess like he's like, I don't know, you guys. I don't know what that word means. I looked at so many different definitions, and I'm not sure how this word links to this definition. But guess what? It does, and I couldn't find any other way to explain it except for with that word. So sorry. But basically, it's like saying that they use like science and like physics to explain Slenderman, and I really tried to look into it because it talked about like particles and stuff like that, and I was just like,
it's just like Stranger Things, the Upside Down. He's from the Upside Down. He leaked into our world.
Did he leak or did y'all manifest him?
Oh yeah, well,
yeah, he didn't leak. Y'all manifested him. Well, apparently
stupid.
Apparently not in this theory, and apparently in this theory he was real, so it doesn't really matter.
Scientists went through the Upside Down.
Anyway, I'm gonna go with the theory that y'all manifested him, so I'm gonna need y'all to manifest an easy way to get rid of him. So yeah, we're also gonna talk about some Slenderman sightings,
which are all fake.
Don't say that.
Okay, these people were on drugs when they saw it.
They had slender sickness. Stop.
Slender. What do you call it? Slender walks?
he slender walked in their lives and gave them slender sickness. You guys, if we go missing, just understand that it was Slenderman or the government.
What are they gonna do? Like, oh, Slenderman did it. We're gonna arrest him?
No, I need to summon him in jail.
I'm not doing that.
Manifest him in jail. One night around 11 p.m., my friend and I were walking home from dropping off a phone at our friend's house. We took the back road since we didn't like walking in heavy traffic. As we were walking, most of the streets had little to no lighting with minimum street lamps and no people out. As we were walking, we looked up a hill of another street and saw a tall, all-black figure standing in the middle of the street, right in the lighting. It wasn't a post or a pole because it had a human-like figure, an actual shape. I pointed it out to her and asked her if she saw it. She said she didn't, so we just kept walking. A couple minutes later, I asked her, "So you really didn't see it?" And she admitted that she did, but she was just scared. As we were walking, we were just engaged in a regular conversation, not even on the topic of our previous sighting. I turned around, and about a half a block away, I saw a tall, very skinny man wearing all black with no face standing right in front of a stop sign. I knew it wasn't the actual stop sign because, again, it had a figure and a shape to it. My friend and I had read about Slenderman sightings before and have seen alleged photos of him, and this figure I saw fit the description to a T. I was so shocked and paranoid that I didn't even say anything to my friend about it. I casually picked up our pace and she followed with no questions. We then resumed our conversation and I began telling her just normal story, and I looked at her and noticed tears running down her face. I asked her what was wrong and she didn't say a word to me. I just kept staring at her and asking what's wrong. That's when I said, "Did you see something?" And she nodded. I grabbed her hand and we ran to my house, about a block or two away, as fast as we could. When we got back to the house, she told me what she saw was an all-white figure, which also appeared right in the middle of the road out of nowhere. It was walking with a long, breezy stride, then suddenly it disappeared. Nevertheless, that night left us with so many questions and a lot of fear. A lot of our friends, of course, didn't believe us, but we swear by this. Any ideas what we may have seen? Any other shared stories? Thanks.
I don't know about this story.
And that was from user Willie Sam 11 years ago on the No Sleep Reddit. Yeah, that's kind of creepy.
I don't think I believe it. I'm just saying.
Well, regardless if you believe it or not, if this did happen, that's kind of scary. I would be like the girl too. I would just be like, we're just gonna keep moving forward. We're not gonna talk about this. Out of sight, out of mind. If I don't mention it, it doesn't know I saw it.
It always knows. It's Slenderman. He knows everything. We know this.
So there's another sighting by Modzilla Mods on the No Sleep Reddit like 10 years ago, and it says, "Help, I saw Slenderman. Last night I was playing Xbox 360 like usual, home alone. I went downstairs to get something to drink when the lights went out. My instincts told me to go outside in the pitch black night. Every other house had power except mine. I then realized that I forgot my phone, so I went back into the house. I noticed that it seemed as if something rather tall was standing in the window, almost like a tree, thin, tall, and seemed to have a head. I made my way to the window as it disappeared. I thought to myself, it's my imagination. As I turned on my phone, I noticed it had a different wallpaper. It had a circle with an X right through it. Then my phone turned off, which was really weird because it was fully charged. I then went back inside, only to find the same figure in my neighbor's lawn. The street was a bit foggy, so I couldn't see it very much. I ran down the street as far away as possible until I could not see the figure anymore. As I rest from running, I found a paper on my neighbor's fence saying, "See you soon."
What the hell? What the hell?
He changed his wallpaper. This nigga really changed his wallpaper.
Oh my god.
I got dead. Yeah, someone wrote, "My instincts told me to go outside in the pitch black night." What?
Yeah, I don't know why your instincts would say that. Don't ever go in pitch black darkness.
Yeah, my instincts would have told me to run and bust through my neighbor's window.
It would have told me to turn on every light in my freaking house.
You can't, the power went out.
You better get all the flashlights.
Girl, go to your neighbor's house. Or sir, go to your neighbor's house.
The paper thing reminded me of the Slenderman game, though.
That's kind of funny.
That seems
See
like something.
you soon.
That was something to be in the game.
See you soon. Like, you could have just texted that to me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you guys, and that's Slenderman wrapped up for you and served piping hot.
Yeah, it's not really much about him. It's all theoretical.
What do you mean? There's so much about him. They literally created a whole character from this one photo. Well,
yeah,
two
but
photos.
it's like not. It's like we all know the origins. It's not real, but like people just kept piling on and on about it, and like now it's his own being that people just say it's real. This really isn't.
Girl, they manifested him.
Okay, well, it's all their fault then.
Well, you've made it to the end.
You must really like the sounds of our high-pitched voices and quirky commentary.
You might as well like and subscribe to our channel and hit that bell to be notified every time we drop new content. If you want to follow our social medias, they will be linked in the description box below.
Bye.
Peace. Love you guys. Don't let Slendy get you.
I love that name. Slendy.